I recently rented the XT3 from lensrentals.com, and I've been playing with it for a few days now, and I kind of want to share my initial first impressions about using it. The current setup is a 5D Mark IV, which is excellent. I'm shooting on it right now. The only thing I don't like about it is the size. So I am looking for a camera setup that's really small, that can give me amazing image quality. I think I found it with this camera. I have to say, this thing is a beast. I love the image quality and the video quality. Yes, it's an APS-C sensor, but I don't feel like it makes that much of a difference, especially given that the sensors now are amazing. I also love all the buttons in the camera. So if you look at the camera right here, on the top of the camera you have, this is your exposure compensation. Very nice, very well placed, very easy to reach. This is your shutter speed. You can control it by just moving this ring. This is your ISO, and the aperture is up here. So, initially it took a little bit getting used to, because in the Canons you have, M mode, P mode, A and S mode. Whereas here, you don't really have those modes. There's no modes really. You just, if you want to put it on aperture priority, just lock the ISO and lock the shutter speed to automatic, and then you automatically go to aperture priority. If you want to go to shutter priority, just lock the aperture at A, so it goes automatic, ISO, and then now you can just move your shutter speed wherever you want. Once you get used to it, you realize that you have a lot more control. Things become a lot faster because all you have to do is move a few knobs and boom, you're done. I also like all of the customizable buttons. So on this camera, I don't know if you can see, but there's like, oh man, that's not gonna focus. There you go. There are so many custom buttons, and you can customize any button on this camera to do basically whatever you want. Some of the drawbacks that I noticed instantly when picking this camera up, the first thing is battery life. Battery life compared to a Canon is not that great. You can also charge it via USB-C, like this little thing. If you plug it in at night, in this little USB thing, you can charge battery. So also a pretty welcome addition is the charging via USB-C. So when it comes to video work, what I do not like about the camera, number one, if you're in a mode, let's say for example shooting in 4K, DCI 4K at 24 FPS, and you want to move it to 120 for HD, you want to shoot in slow motion, I couldn't find a way to do that that did not involve me going into the menu. Then to go back, you have to hit menu, full HD, slow motion, off. That's like 4 or 5 steps. I could not find an easy way to map one of the buttons here to be slow motion on and off. I would love for that to have, because it would make shooting a lot easier. Generally try to stay away from the menus, and one reason why I love this camera so much is because it has so many custom buttons. But unfortunately I couldn't find a custom button to, set to slow motion. You can really customize everything. Just to give you a little bit of an understanding about how well you can customize this stuff, look at the menu for the tally light. So this menu right here, gotta focus on it. This is the menu for the light in the front of the camera and the rear while you're recording. So you can control it so that either one of them can be either all on or all off or blinking. And this kind of shows you where Fuji is headed. They want to give cinematographers and videographers full, control over everything that they need in a camera. That's why I was really drawn to this camera initially, because Fujifilm is a brand that has been known for listening to its customers and tweaking things based on what their customer needs, not what they think their customers need. So yeah, I haven't really been doing that much with it besides taking some photo and video. I haven't delved into all the menus and figured everything out yet. But overall first impressions, this thing is a beast. I absolutely love this camera. I kind of wish I had a flip out screen. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a flip out screen, but that's okay. Oh, one other major advantage that I see with this camera is the Bluetooth. I don't know if any other camera manufacturer has this, but basically when you take a photo with this camera, it automatically loads to your phone via Bluetooth. You don't have to do any Wi-Fi setting, Wi-Fi, open the app, transfer images. It just happens. You take a photo and then within turning the camera off, it'll automatically transfer it to your phone via Bluetooth without doing anything. And that to me is so awesome, because I can just take an amazing shot on this camera full of bokeh and everything and then have it on my phone in a minute, and I can upload it to Instagram or whatever social media that I want to within minutes. I feel like that feature alone is probably worth looking into getting this camera, because it's going to make your workflow way faster if most of what you do is social media anyway. So yeah, that's all. I'm going to do a full in-depth review very soon, but I just wanted to kind of share my initial impressions, things that I loved and didn't like about the camera. Overall, this thing is an amazing camera. It shoots 10-bit video, which is unheard of for Canon or Nikon to have a camera with 10-bit video that's underneath $10,000. But this thing can do it for $1,500. It does 10-bit video internally with F-Log. And the form factor is nice. It's really small. You can carry everywhere. It's not a massive cinema camera. Anyway, I kind of made this video a little bit too long. I just kind of wanted to give you my initial impressions, and I'm going to be doing a full review soon. If you have any questions about the camera, please let me know. Happy to help. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.